I mean, shit, I wasn't hungry no more. I mean, I was gonna come down here and get something, but what? What? Mm-hmm. You know, fried chicken used to be considered a struggle meal.
Really? And it was the wings. They said the wings was the cheapest part.
Yep, it's just, you know, everything black people made popular, they stole it back. Yeah, everything that we popularized, they stole that shit back. Mm-hmm. They used to discard the chicken wings. Yeah, the wings, they like legs more than the wings. Mm-hmm. And now look how much chicken wings cost. And guess who invented the chicken wings, the hot wing? A black man. Yep. They said the KFC recipe was a black woman. I'm in all black, dog. I mean blue, all blue. Zanaya, you need to go ahead and get ready to take your shower. Oh, okay. My bad.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cavaliers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a a minute just to think about Minnesota. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's second and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Norris. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The Golden Gophers are on the move. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's good. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
A run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Cavaliers have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Minnesota.
The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Madden. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Now they'll try the right side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Sampson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
defense playing zone coverage. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Northwestern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got his man in the middle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
On the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Cavaliers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times today.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. the give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulled and fired complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Cavaliers in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it inside the 20. ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes a grab.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on the critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Let's it go to the end zone. Pick off. What a play by this defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will do it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. Made a defender miss. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication.
Touchdown, Virginia! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Gonna run it. It's Booth. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
Give to the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
16-yard line. Brings up second down.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. 42. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reese. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. And the Cavaliers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Here's the handoff. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on second down. Got a man. It's Madden. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with like that, they've got the lead here in the second half. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
You got to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Picks up the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their defense just turned in a huge stop with that interception, now to pay it off. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Gonna look downfield again. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They're testing the right side here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's good. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Minnesota.
And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. Tripped up for the tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just that.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Minnesota.
And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the RPO, complete. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
If they're going to win this game in a 2-minute situation, it's not just going to be receivers on the outside making plays. They got to use the entire field, so the tight end over the middle of the field is a great weapon at this juncture of the game.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position, with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, trust your defense, get it to OT, and go try to win it there.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Making side adjustments here. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's hit 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning in this game.
Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they regain the lead. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, ECU.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
East Carolina Dropping back, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle, it's James. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw it. Extending the play. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Breaks into the open. The spin, still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quick toss. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Kruger. Still running at the 40. There he goes. At the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Army! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's James. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for a man. It's Denson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Burgess. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Denson. And here comes the heat, and they get home get him at the 21. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Denson. With the catch, it's Little. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Inside the 40. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To throw, it's Denson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bettis. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Bought a little time. Lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What awesome pass coverage in the back end. Everybody locked down, taking away all the options, forcing the quarterback to be really, really patient, and he still makes the mistake. He tries to check it down to his running back, but the defender
going the other way, and he's got room. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Denson. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Pirates line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Corners are going to bail. Going over the top. He hauls it in, and nobody's close.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick release by the QB. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Stadium alive, a wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Back to pass, it's Denson. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Love the coverage coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, looking to pass. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Pirates will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Got it in the middle, it's Watson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Black Knights are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Trying to get the corner. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Breaks the tackle. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Mikey Stadium on this third down. The RPO, it's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Denson. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field. Nice high percentage play.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. There he goes. Touchdown, ECU. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. And the Black Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they will score! Touchdown, Black Knights! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick it apart.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Overton. Grab near the marker, it's Denson. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, East Carolina. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Little. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback adapted. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on fourth.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Creates a little space. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Little. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It's third and goal and third and long. Here we go. Running there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen